Dear student, in this video I am going to briefly introduce the concept of sequential testing. As far as you know, sequential testing is concerned, uh, let me start first with our testing usual testing of hypothesis problems. If I am talking about right now the testing of uh, hypothesis, okay, testing of hypothesis. Now in testing of hypothesis, what we do, the parameter, if it is theta, then it is unknown parameter. It's unknown. So theta is unknown. Sorry, we have certain information about the theta, this parameter, some information about the parameter, and we wanted to test whether this information about the parameter is true or false, right? So what we do to test this information, we draw a random sample of suppose size n from the population of suppose capital N. We draw a random sample of size n from this particular population having a parameter theta, and on the basis of this sample we test whether this information is true or false. So that means we take a decision about this population parameter or information about this parameter theta on the basis of sample. In other words, if the script x is a sample space, then we divide this script x into two regions, one and if your sample belongs to part 1, we suppose accept the hypothesis, and if your sample belongs to this part 2, then we reject the hypothesis. That means decision space is acceptance or rejection. If your sample belongs to part 1, then you accept the hypothesis, and if your sample belongs to part 2, we reject the hypothesis. In other words, we take two decisions. One is acceptance of the hypothesis. I am talking about the hypothesis H0, that means the null hypothesis, or we reject the hypothesis. So two decisions are there, and to take a two decision, we divide the script x or the sample space into two parts, right? And on the basis of whether your sample, the particular sample which we have drawn from the given population, belongs to part 1 or belongs to part 2, you either accept the hypothesis or you reject the hypothesis respectively. So that means at any given stage, two possible decisions are there, that is nothing but acceptance and rejection. And this sample which we have drawn is having suppose a sample size n, then this is fixed. Suppose sample size is 10, then we are going to draw 10 sampling units from the given population, and we will do our experiment, and on the basis of the result we either accept the hypothesis or reject the hypothesis. So two characteristics, main characteristics are here, and they are: one, the sample size n is fixed, and second, two decisions are possible, acceptance and rejection. Now let me start the discussion about the sequential. In sequential testing, these two situations are changed. जो main characteristic है as far as the testing of hypothesis is concerned, for that matter even LRT also, the sample size is fixed, and the two decisions that we take are either you accept the hypothesis or reject the hypothesis. In sequential testing, as the name suggests, The first thing is that we are going to test sequentially. The second is at every stage of this particular testing, the the sample space, or I should call it as sample space is divided into three situations. That means three possible decisions that we are going to take. Instead of two decisions, we can take three decisions as far as the sequential testing is concerned. Those three decisions are: you can accept the hypothesis, you can reject the hypothesis. So these two decisions are similar to your testing of hypothesis. Third is continue the sampling procedure. So continue the sampling. So because of this continuation of the sampling procedure, this is not fixed. So इन दोनों में का डिसीजन डिफरेंस समझ लो. In sequential testing, at every stage we are going to either accept the hypothesis, we are going to reject the hypothesis, or we are going to continue the sampling procedure. Now sampling अगर कंटिन्यू रहेगा तो सैम्पल साइज फिक्स नहीं हो सकता है, and therefore n is not fixed. n is not fixed as far as sequential testing is concerned. मतलब ये एक डिफरेंस है इन दोनों में, right? You can see that here n is fixed, यहाँ n is not fixed. Similarly, here also there is a difference. Here two possible decisions are there. As far as sequential testing is concerned, three possible decisions are there, and therefore script X, instead of two part, script X will be divided into three parts. एक है acceptance region, or part 1, part 2 and part 3. So if your sample belongs to part 1, you will accept the hypothesis. If your sample belongs to part 3, you will reject the hypothesis and continue the sampling procedure. If the sample belongs to part 2, जानबूझ के मैंने part 2 को बीच में लिखा हुआ है. The reason is it's always a boundary between acceptance and rejection, right? So three parts will be created as far as our sample space is concerned. Three possible decisions are there, and n is not fixed. So this is basically the major characteristic of the sequential testing. Now n is fixed, n is not fixed का मतलब है, suppose you want to test certain information about the population parameter theta, right? Now to test this information, this information will be put in terms of the hypothesis, right? For example, suppose theta less than equal to theta naught against theta greater than theta naught. Suppose this is our regular hypothesis that generally we test in uniformly most powerful test. Suppose I want to test this hypothesis now in the form of sequential testing. तो अभी ये टेस्ट करने के लिए कुछ क्राइटेरिया रहेगा, and then on the basis of that criteria, I'm not going to go into that criteria detail, but one rule will be there. Similar to testing of hypothesis also, on the basis of certain rule, we either accept the hypothesis or reject the hypothesis. Similarly, here also certain rule will be there. Now, as I said, n, that means the sample size is not fixed. So we are going to draw a random sample from the population. Suppose the population is there with the unknown parameter theta. We draw a sample. अब draw a sample का मतलब होता है, sample draw करते हुए I will draw first unit. That means first sampling unit from this population. So sample in the sense that I am drawing one unit from this particular population. Suppose that unit is denoted by x1. तो यहाँ पे साइज कितना हो गया, n इक्वल टू फिलहाल हो गया 1. नाउ ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस रूल, वॉट एवर मे बी दैट रूल, either I am going to accept the hypothesis, either I am going to reject the hypothesis, or I will continue the sampling procedure. Suppose in this case, according to the rule, we neither we can accept the hypothesis nor we can reject the hypothesis, but we should continue the sampling procedure according to the rule, and therefore I will draw another unit from the same population, which is second unit. So now the sample will be x1, which is already drawn, and then I have x2, and therefore the sample size is right now the 2. Sample size is 2. Now again this rule will be used to check whether this hypothesis, we can accept this hypothesis, we can reject this hypothesis, or should we continue the sampling procedure. तो ये जो प्रोसीजर है ये चलती रहेगी, right? That means if again the rule states that we should continue, we will draw another sample. That means n will be now equal to 3, x1, x2 and x3 will be the sampling unit. Again the test, that means the rule will be tested, and on the basis of that rule we will either accept the hypothesis, reject the hypothesis, or continue the sampling procedure. In fact, what does it mean? It means that the sample size or the sample itself is a random variable. यहाँ पे sample जो n है वो random variable बन रहा है, n equal to 1, n equal to 2 and 3. And one more thing, as far as this sequential testing is concerned, when this is going to end, क्योंकि अभी आप देख रहे हो यहाँ पे n equal to 1 आ गया, अभी n equal to 2, n equal to 3, again the rule will be tested, and again if we get a decision to continue the sampling procedure, then n becomes 4 and the sample will be x1, x2, x3, x4. So कब तक ये कंटिन्यू रहेगा, कब तक ये प्रोसीजर चलती रहेगी? The SPRT, or for that matter sequential testing also, it terminates only when we either accept the hypothesis or we reject the hypothesis. So किसी ने अगर आपको पूछा कि sequential testing terminate कब होगी, तो sequential testing will terminate with the decision of accepting the hypothesis or with the rejection of the hypothesis. ये जब दोनों डिसीजन, इन दोनों में से एक डिसीजन जब आएगा, तभी हम लोग सीक्वेंशियल टेस्टिंग को टर्मिनेट करेंगे. तब तक सीक्वेंशियल प्रोसीजर और सीक्वेंशियल टेस्टिंग विल कंटिन्यू. So this is basically the brief introduction of the sequential testing. So